My name is Anders. I am CMO and co-founder of Billetto. And my plan today is to share my framework for doing automation. I'll try to do it hands-on, so hopefully there's some takeaways. Why spend time on automation? I do it because I think Billetto can improve the lifetime value of our customers. And the reason why lifetime value is so important is that then we can spend more money on acquiring customers and thereby grow faster than our competitors. Just to start with a question, how many signed up for a service but never used it? Pretty good. Okay, next question. How many signed up for a service, didn't use it initially, but then got some clever marketing and then started to use the service? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty much what today is about. Can we impact our business by doing some kind of clever email notification marketing? Besides building hopefully a better business, the reason why I think automation is really interesting is this. I want to build a clever robot. This is the goal. You all have probably seen Iron Man. This is Jarvis, the guy inside Iron Man's head telling him what to do, altitude, everything. So what we are trying to accomplish with automation is to structure and emulate the physical world with a digital layer. And then we need to impact that digital layer to make business. So that's the key. To give a more non-abstract example, could be, let's say I say, Jarvis, all event organizers last year who only hosted one event. And then send them an email 9 months later saying, it's that time again. I've cloned the event. You only need to change address, time. I already pulled a report saying, this is your audience based on all the Facebook connects to people who bought the tickets. And here's the list of traffic sources and which converted the best. Your marketing plan should look like this. You should be ready to go in 5 minutes. Click. So what does this robot need to do is to do all the boring stuff, all the repetitive stuff, and be one step ahead. Because if the robot is one step ahead, you'll feel this flow of just succeeding, hopefully. Okay, how to build the robot. Start with data. Trust and understand your data. If you're not doing cohort analysis, I've heard the word several times tonight, but if you're not doing cohort analysis, start tomorrow. It's really simple. A lot of analytics tools help you do this. Mixpanel, Google Analytics. If you're not doing this, I would recommend that you export data from your database, Excel, and then try to do it yourself. It's really important that you get this right and get someone really smart from the company to do this. It's a mix of business understanding, Excel knowledge, and understanding data. I'll just take a sip my mouth. Okay. So a cohort is pretty simple. You group a set of users based on the period they signed up. And then you track these users over time based on the activity you would like to know. The good thing about the cohorts is then you can calculate lifetime, expected lifetime, and you can calculate lifetime value. For my case, event organizers, I'm looking at signups per month and how many of these organizers created an event per month over time. And the really interesting part is, do I have churn? How much churn? When should I work with automation? When should I try to impact this natural retention? If it was ticket buyers I were looking at, I would probably say how many visit the web page per week or something. So you can change whatever activity you want to track, but this is really powerful. So if you're not doing cohorts, Google cohorts and get started. This is a real example of a cohort from Billetto. The activity I'm looking at is how much business per month did this group of organizers bring to Billetto based on close date, which means event end dates. So I'm looking at all the signups from May 2004, and then I follow the amount of business plus like 1 year and a half. And this is really interesting. So without sending any emails, without doing anything, I can see what's the natural churn. This is the group from June, and the interesting part is it looks different. So of course you can do the cohorts on different traffic sources, different campaigns, whatever. But when you get this up and running, then you can start to see the impact if you're doing automation. If you'll start sending these organizer emails. Hopefully, all the ones who did an event in May, which sells in the month after, should also do the same the year after. So, does that make sense? I hope it's not too simple, but if you're not doing it, get started. Next step, if you have your cohorts, you understand your data, is to do personas. You need to know whom you're speaking to, which are the people you're creating content for. Otherwise, you just whatever. This is an example of how difficult it can be to create these personas. I chose one keyword in 3 different markets, the same keyword, and I only looked at the organizer who signed up who were music related. But I got Lucia concert, Christmas concerts, like folk music, reggae music, Guns N' Roses tribute band, country, like really different. And this is all music on the same keyword. So if you're not doing personas, you should just really pragmatic, look at who signs up and get some information and try to group these and describe them. Because it's clear for me that music, I would probably call them semi-pro music band, is an important persona for Billetto. So I should be able to focus to get more of these and talk directly with them, so hopefully the conversion is better. Okay. Next step is a timeline. This is a full year for Billetto. Unfortunately, people are not using Billetto every month of the year. It looks like, in average, an organizer is active on Billetto 3 months a year, so I have 9 months without any activity. It takes 3 months to create an event and sell the tickets. But looking into the behavior people are taking and the keyword they came in from or converted from, I should be able to do something clever with this. There's a big difference if the organizer is coming from a keyword search called mojito recipe or sell tickets online. If it's sell tickets online, they're probably ready. They need a really silly call to action, get started, how to use Billetto. If it's mojito recipe, I should probably onboard them really easy, because if they're Googling mojito recipe, maybe they need to book a venue, or like there could be many steps before I should push the sell tickets call to action. So really consider, where did your user come from? What's the behavior they're doing? And what's the right timing to work with these? And we're trying to do timelines per persona. Hopefully we can, via data, understand exactly how a successful semi-pro music band organizer looks like. And then we can help them within that funnel to optimize business. So now you know who they are, you can track their behavior. Now you need to decide what content to send them. One thing is for sure, localization is a must. We've done several tests, sorry. Sending an English newsletter to Danish people converts like 30% less. In our case, it does, B2B case. We all dream about having a community with crazy engagements. So this is really difficult to create cool content that people really enjoys. So far it looks like video is really good for onboarding, to get people's attention, to get people to understand what your product is about. Video is really good for. Text is crucial for Google. You need visibility on Google, get SEO traffic from Google, therefore text is a must. And images is the easiest way to build brands. Like the quick look and feel, how does this tool feel like? There it looks like images is really strong. And then to the process. how should we work with automation? We try to bring a scientific framework around this. So first we start with an assumption. It can be based on an insight or some creative idea. I believe that the mojito recipe is really important for the whatever. And then I do a brief about that specific assumption. And then I always do A/B test versioning of that specific test. And then I validate it in data, make sure it's statistical correct. And then if it's good, I implement it. Or if it's not good, then I try a new versioning. And on a weekly basis, we have a Monday meeting where we go through the last week tests and prepare for the next. So to sum up, to do automation, data is the key. Make sure you're tracking correct. You need to identify whom are you trying to speak to, when, what, and why. It's the simple questions, but they're so important. And then, of course, how. What is the content I want to send these people? And then you just need to accept that this is never-ending iterations. You never stop. You just gotta keep testing, otherwise you'll never come anywhere. And I will end with two quotes from two of our developers. The first one is, the reward for solving complexity is more complexity. And doing automation is really complex. So complexity is a reward, enjoy it. And the last one, is it better or worse than what we had yesterday? If yes, then deploy. You'll never get something that's perfect. Iterations. Okay, that's it.